Hey, what is up guys? Matt here from the Toasty Bros, and today I'm going to make you all somewhat of a chill video. Normally today I would be working on benchmarking something or doing this and doing that, but today I kind of woke up, went to class, and came home and realized my workspace is a disaster, and I thought it would just be pretty cool to do kind of a casual vlog of me just cleaning up my crap, organizing it, and just talking to you all about tech stuff while I do the process. So, without any further ado, let's just jump right into this video, shall we? So as I mentioned, today I'm just going to be cleaning up my workshop. What we're going to be doing today is kind of just organizing all my crap. So as you can tell on my shelf, what we have going on here is a little bit of a cluster. The stuff up here is supposed to be camera gear only, but as you can tell, that is definitely not the case right now. And the stuff in the middle is supposed to be stuff I need to review, and the stuff down here is supposed to be stuff I need to review, but the bottom just turned into a pile of keyboards. So my plan is, I'm going to try to reorganize all this stuff as best as I possibly can, put it in a proper place, and try to like define my spaces a little bit better, try to keep track of my stuff a little bit better, because stuff goes in and out of here all the time, and I just don't know where it goes sometimes. And also I got to figure out my box situation, because I have a ton of boxes that I want to keep because I need to use them on a regular basis, but at the same time, I have no space for these boxes, so I'm going to try to break down some of these boxes, put them in the right place, and that sort of thing. So I guess today will just be kind of a time-lapse. If you're interested, definitely stick around, kind of have that, you know, chill vibe. I know a lot of you like to see that sort of stuff. I got to clean out my closet, got to clean out my test bench area, that sort of thing. So I guess we're just going to transition right into a time-lapse real quick, and I think that would be the best way to do it. So let's do it. Bit of an update on what I'm doing right now. So I kind of went full ADD mode and started working over here, and then I got bored and I started taking stuff off the shelf and set them all on my bed, and then I moved to my test bench over here because it was a giant cluster, and I'll show you what I did. So what I ended up doing was try to organize this stuff as good as I possibly could. This is definitely going to be a bigger project in the future, but I kind of had to break stuff down the best I could because I do have a bunch of loose screws and stuff in each one of these that I will organize eventually. I want to put them all down here in little containers because this is my screw container. Then right here is just random sunglasses that I have kept around. Yeah, we'll just ignore those for a little while. We'll deal with those later. And then right here, if you saw in the time lapse, I had two boxes. Those boxes were from some MSI motherboard that I had for review for the Ryzen 1800X, 700X, all of those. It was the MSI X370 Titanium. It's actually the motherboard I use in that system. We had two of them. We had to send one of them back, but we kept the kits that came with them, and each one of those motherboards came with like 8 SATA cables. So as you can tell right here, these are like really nice SATA cables too, and they're like silver and everything, and I have like 8 of them, like, well, more than that, probably like 10 of them in there now. So I have all the SATA cables I'll ever need for a while, and this little blue one that I have lying around, poor little blue guy. Alright, and then right here I'm just gonna have like extension cables, and as you can tell, again, I have screws that are just randomly lying around. So this is gonna be a more extensive project. I'll eventually organize this stuff. So this right here is gonna be my next task. I'm gonna be taking apart all the stuff out of here, organizing it, getting rid of these random I/O shields that I don't even know where they belong to, because it's not good to just keep random I/O shields if you don't have a motherboard to go with them, because I may have honestly sold the motherboard already. And then eventually get this crap off my bed, get it more organized over there, and then break down the rest of those boxes like I was trying to do over here to make it a little bit more organized, and then try to keep them all underneath my desk over here so they're not piling up in the corner and that sort of thing. There's not much I can do about like the cases and stuff over there because they actually have cases in them. Like, look, I have a Master Case 5 underneath my desk, and that actually has a case in it. That's not just an empty box or anything. That's actually with a case, which we're going to be doing a video on very shortly. There's not much I can do in regards to that. What I want to buy on Amazon, though, eventually, for this monitor, which is kind of taking up some pretty precious real estate, is a arm mount for the wall, so I can have that up there for when I actually use the Mineral PC for something. Originally it was going to be a Minecraft server, but then we just bought a Minecraft server, so I don't know what we're going to use it for. It's going to be used for something. Eventually it will be, but yeah, I guess we're just going to transition back into the time-lapse, finish up those few little projects, and then come back to you all once I do so. Alright, sorry for the lack of time-lapse. I actually had the camera die on me, and well, here we go. So what we have going on right now, and I'm going to start time-lapsing right after this, is we got a little bit of an organization going here. This is going to be CPUs, okay? Simple, CPUs. And what I'm getting ready to order is some of those like CPU trays, because I have a lot of just random little CPUs over here that we do test, but I have them like shoved around. Like this is an old i3-2100. I don't think it works anymore. It probably does, it probably doesn't, but I just threw it in there because it was having some issues. We do have a CPU in this. We do have a bunch of other CPUs, so I want to order like a tray to stick some of our CPUs in so we can actually keep them organized on this shelf. Some of these boxes are empty as well because they're either being used somewhere or they've been sold. So one of the Ryzen 5s in my brother's system, one of the Ryzen 7s, which is back there, is in Jackson's personal rig and one of the test rigs that we use. One of the Ryzen 5s was in another system, but now it's back up here, and we're just going to organize this shelf as CPUs. This is going to be motherboards and graphics cards. We don't have that many graphics cards that are actually in-house that we can use because we kind of sell ours off once we use them. The only one that's really here is this 1050 Ti. Our GTX 1080, this is the one that's in my personal rig. I just want to keep the box. These motherboard boxes are pretty much empty, but I keep them mainly for test benches. Really nice to have, and there's nothing else that I could stick on that shelf, so there's no reason to throw them away. And then this is another one. This is within my personal rig, and this actually has a motherboard in it. So yeah, one motherboard and one GPU out of all the crap we have. Yeah, if you didn't realize, we actually do sell a lot of our stuff. Once we're done using it, we kind of sell it because we really need the money for more projects and more other things that we do on the channel. We're just trying to limit doing that more often now because we have more money coming in to be able to do those projects and not have to sell the stuff that we get. And also, I found out I still have this coffee maker, which I'm going to clean out and run through. Yeah, just try to clean this thing the best I can. Hopefully it still works because I want to have a decent coffee maker again because I'm just drinking coffee. I used to drink coffee a lot, but now I don't drink it as much anymore. I want to drink some more coffee, so we're going to clean that thing out, and hopefully we can find a place on my desk that's not a little bit too cluttered. So let's go back to that time lapse. Okay, so I went crazy with the organization today, and I'm not even totally done, but I have emptied out a ton of boxes, unnecessary boxes, so now the shelf actually represents some of the crap that I have. Much more organized, and now I have room for more stuff because I've been denying a lot of stuff being sent to us because I just had no room. I've been super picky about the stuff that gets sent to us, and Yeah, it's because I had no room. So underneath the table now, I basically turned that into computer case central. Well, almost, but that one still won't fit. I'm gonna have to just get that video done and sent out because it's not gonna be here fully. It's gonna get sent off to somebody, and it's not gonna be mine anymore for a while. But I got the coffee maker good, so that's progress. I got all the stuff cleaned up, but what I decided to do in the middle of this organization, which you probably didn't see, is I changed my mind about the top shelf being camera gear, and I turned that into peripherals. So as far as organization goes, let's just go through the list here. So we have peripherals and keyboards at the top because that is the most crap I have. CPUs right there. Graphics cards and motherboards. This is going to be cooling, like AIOs and all that other stuff. And below is motherboards and full systems and power supplies and miscellaneous stuff. RAM and all that other stuff is in like my drawers over there because it's much easier for me to access. But this system works a lot better for me and it helps my stuff stay organized. I might actually transfer some of the stuff out of there over here, like some storage drives and a bunch of other stuff. That will be a next step type of thing. But next up, really all I have to do after I take a break, I have to go do some other stuff, is I'm going to transition into cleaning up my main desk, getting a little bit more organized, get all the crap off of there, and allow me to have more space to do more things, and then try to figure out a place to put my camera gear, because I figured that it was much more important for me to have all the keyboards in its own location, because there's so many keyboards that I have that I thought I could just find a place to put video gear since I'm always using the video gear. So I might just clear out one of those drawers over there and turn that into my video gear place, or I'll try to find some other room, but I really want to avoid putting it on this shelf as much as I possibly can because I want this shelf to be products only. As I look around, I'm really running out of places to put it. And that red cart over there, that red cart is temporary. It's not going to be there very long. I'm going to move it back to the garage. That's where it was originally, but it's going to go back to the garage. And then these folded up boxes, I'm going to start storing in the garage because that's probably a better place to keep them anyways. And they just take up a ton of room, and I want to keep them, though, for shipping stuff out. So probably going to move that into the garage as well. And then I guess that's pretty much all I have to do. Probably move that one box to the garage as well because I definitely want to keep it from the monitor box because I might be getting a new monitor real soon. That's definitely in the works. But I guess that'll wrap up episode number 1 of Matt's like remodel cleaning vlog, whatever this is. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're in the works of doing some other content, but the timetable just wasn't working very well for us at the moment. So I thought something like this would supplement very well, and y'all could see me reorganizing my space, how interesting that might be for you or uninteresting. So be sure to leave a like down below if you can comment what you think. And if you disliked it, leave a dislike as well. If you like these videos a lot, I'll definitely do more of them. Or if you like these vlog style content in general, let me know. I'll definitely do more of them. But I gotta go eat. It is about dinner time. I've been doing that for about 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna keep cleaning eventually, and we'll be back with part number 2. So see you all then.